Okay, come close to me and say it, because it's hard to hear.
So I like the glow around the earth. It kind of makes me feel like the sun might be behind the world. And then I like the way the hands floats the globe, and you can see through part of the earth that's somewhat translucent.
Yeah.
And I also like the way the glow also surrounds the hand.
Yeah.
Almost like it's coming from the person.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a unity type thing.
But who's that?
Yeah. I love it that they found a picture of me. I think
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Is this one of the ones they did?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
we're
gosh.
listening right there. I'm trying to make it full screen. Do you know how
That's good.
James?
Yeah.
To make it full screen so we can see each one full screen.
The coloring is good too because it went with your outfit and your eyes.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Okay, now
It's very creative.
It is. It is a little hard to see the text.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Maybe could make that pop more.
How would you
The
make the
text.
text easier to see on this?
I would say just try to find a color that's not prominent on the picture it's annotating over.
I mean, even white would probably pop pretty good,
black
except for
would
maybe
pop
here,
pretty
but
good.
white would pop.
Or you could do like an orange, just a non-natural type color basically.
Yeah.
Not a blue, not a brown, not a green.
Yeah.
And you can just just highlight all the text depending on the software you're using and just switch from color to color until you get one that you like.
Good
How
idea.
about a salmon color? Oh
Salmon
no, that's what I'm eating tonight.
Yeah, salmon would be orange.
Salmon would be orange.
Yeah, I like what you said about highlight the text so that there's a color behind it, and then look for a color that's not represented here so that it'll stand out. All right, let's go to the next one.
And Jana, you had mentioned that you really like the way the
I like it curved.
Lines
It's
curved.
interesting.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. It makes you think of because of the topography of the continents.
Yeah, wasn't it well done?
Like a wave too. It's
Yeah.
like a wave. So that's a really good one.
So now you guys, as soon as I saw this one, I said, this girl won the contest. You know why? That is me hugging her and trying not to cry as I was telling them goodbye.
Yeah.
And so she did another version where she darkened the picture and lightened the text. So,
Yeah.
But so that wins my heart for sweetness right there. Isn't that good?
So
What is,
I'll say right off what I really love about this, other than the general context, is that it's black and white. And black and white photos are not very common
as it used to be.
Yeah.
in the public eye. You
Yeah.
know, most magazines, everything like that's in color. We look at our internet phone screens all day, it's all color mostly.
Yeah.
And this is like a really classy look. I always liked black and white or sepia tones. And I like the way that the text is very prevalent in this picture. It's right in the center. It's right in your face.
I would yeah.
Take away from the photo.
Yeah, I echo what he says about the beautiful picture, the black and white, how it pops and everything. My tip would be to at least try moving. I mean, it's okay here, but it also, I'm all about the eyes personally,
Yeah.
and this soft feeling on her face there and everything. And there's a lot of authenticity here and on your face as well. So I would actually see what it looks like bringing her over this arm. So because anytime you have an arm like foreground like that, it kind of makes it look disproportionate.
Yeah,
It's a
you're
body
right.
thing. So if you bring the text down to there, it may make somebody want to read that, but bring their attention back up to the eyes.
This is so good to learn about photography because
Yeah.
if now that he points it out, the
out of
arm
scale.
looks big. So I mean, it just shows up more because it's
Exactly.
closer. It's
Yeah.
closer to the camera.
It's just
But
little
if you-
things like that people may not think, but psychologically.
Yeah,
is
but
there.
you can put the text over it, and then they'd see our faces better too.
Why is it so small compared to the other ones? Did you just not blow it up?
You know what? It must be the kind of software that was used. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's probably made on a phone.
Yeah.
So most of these are made on phones, so that's really hard.
The one other thing I really did like about this
Yeah,
was that the name of the person the quote's from is at the bottom.
yeah,
Because when you're having someone read a quote, it's the words that are important, not who said it.
yeah,
And so I think that's a very good placement for the
yeah.
name.
Put it at the bottom. Good. Now, how about that one?
It's definitely not hard to read what it says.
Yeah.
I like it.
A lot of thought went into it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful scene.
Yeah,
It is.
it's crazy.
I'm immediately trying to figure out where it is.
I'm guessing somewhere in Europe, like Switzerland or something like that.
I like how the letters with holes
Yeah,
show through to the background.
yeah, it's
To be
interesting.
to be more part of the picture, I guess.
You know what's great about this? We can learn from each one. So through this whole series, through this whole video, we can learn from each
I
one.
feel like we're doing a talk show here.
Yeah, so if we were going to give one tip, we all agree it's really beautiful. What one tip would you give this person for the next one?
Just put them all in black and white. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Just teasing.
What?
If I had made this,
Yeah.
I think I would have made the name a little bit smaller of a
Yeah.
font.
Make the name smaller because that's not the most important. And one thing for me is, the students probably don't know this, but thought leader is a thing. Thought leader and action leader. So I would have made thought leader bigger and action leaders bigger.
Yeah, your keywords, what you're emphasizing.
The keywords. Yeah, yeah,
Could try that and see how it looks.
yeah. Now, this one, you can really read it, which is really great. It doesn't have to be fancy, especially if it's going to be a small Facebook
Yeah.
quote.
This is great for social media. This is perfect for social media because it's not overcomplicated. There's not a lot going on. You get what's being said.
Yeah.
And if you notice, they did make your name smaller, which I obviously like because I already mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the other color.
You
for
like
your-
it when they make my name small, don't you?
And it's very simplistic. And also, I'd like to point out, if you were to print this, it would be
Yeah.
cheaper because of so few colors.
You're right. That's
Not
true.
that we print a lot of stuff anymore over here, but
Yeah.
you never know. I would print this and
Yeah.
hang it up.
How about you, James? Any more thoughts on this one?
And I think it's always interesting to think about who are we targeting, who is the audience we are targeting, because there are going to be some people that learn better or are more attracted to something like this that's more simplistic, more minimal, more straight to the point. And then there's other people, kind of like me, that do enjoy. I would associate a picture a lot of times with an idea.
Yeah.
So I like some of the pictures, like a couple that we've seen that we've
Yeah.
talked about. That
Yeah.
would help me remember the quote better. So it depends on how a person learns.
Yeah.
So there's different type of learning styles out there for
Right.
people. And so when we make a meme, it's like, who's our audience?
Yeah.
And obviously with our audience, it's a cross section of people. So we'll
Yeah.
have all types of people. So that means all the different ways are pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
we were looking at a poster for the Christmas concert tonight before I came here, and there were two totally different types of posters. And one is it's called the Cozy Cabin Concert, and one of them was very much a little cabin in snow and very cozy looking poster. The other one was cleaner, looked like a movie poster. And they wanted to know which one I wanted to use, and I said both. Because of that very thing, as two different types of audiences. I mean, multiple types of audience. And they were both great. They're both high quality. So
Yeah.
I'd be willing to use both of those.
Yeah, I can see like maybe older people liking the cozy one,
Yeah.
and maybe the younger people liking the movie style one.
Yeah.
There's no telling.
Yeah.
So here's one tip
It's
that I
also-
have.
yeah.
Whenever I write something, if it's an important letter or something like this, I always send it to somebody else and have them proofread it.
Oh, yeah.
I consider this a first draft, and someone proofreading would recognize that we got one more letter to put on more, and an E
Yeah.
on more, and an E in my name.
Yeah.
Well, and it's repeated. What we need more is more action leaders.
Yeah.
What we need is more action leaders.
Oh, is what we need is more.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Little
All right,
things like
oops,
that, little
now how
tips.
did
And
that
there's-
get there?
That's a meme?
Yeah, wait, that's not
let's watch
supposed to be
this.
there.
This looks like it's about to break out into the Harlem Shake.
It would have been great. Let me stop. All right, we're starting up again here.
Okay.
What do you think there?
Right off the bat, I really like this line over here. The small name up here. It kind of reminds me of the way a magazine or newspaper article is formatted. It's
Right.
like a familiar format. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I like very visible text over a plain background. Very easy to read.
How about you, James?
Yeah, I do like the stripe there, and it has a feel of, I kind of look at that, I'm thinking you're going to be a race car driver or something. If I didn't read it, it's like flashy, it's like speed,
Almost
so.
motivational, like a motivational
Well, I
poster.
am a motivational speaker, so that's right. I like the black and white, what they did with the photo, and then this white, that black, and the words up here. And the one thing I would do, if one tip I'd give, is that you want to know what the eye sees, and
Right.
it's hard not to know, is it the, and you have to kind of look at it twice to go, oh, that's one part, this is the other part.
Right.
How could you separate those better?
I think just a wider space, which would be what we need now, is more action.
And maybe
Theater.
justify it up to the right on
Right.
this.
And
It's
I don't know
called
if I would have one
justify.
italiced and one regular. I don't know if I would do that either.
I didn't even notice that one is italics and one is regular. I might
I
put
didn't either.
I might put a dot 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 or something. What would
Back
what?
here, this one looks a little bolder than that one.
Yeah.
I think it's like there's something about this very progressive fast. You try
Yeah.
to be stylish, so I would have it all italics. personally.
I really like it.
Maybe
And-
underlying thought and action.
And I play with the contrast here, the black and white. We could do some contrasty.
Say more about that, because they're just
Contrasting.
learning about photography and contrast. So say what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yeah, so this is sort of a grayscale opacity, certain type of opacity. Say maybe I know that word. But you can play with the contrast setting and make the eyes and smile pop more, and have more true whites and blacks with the contrast. This is more grayscale, which is okay.
Yeah.
But if you're going black and white, it's nice to have those rich blacks and whites.
And do you want the teeth to look white no matter what?
No, the teeth should be yellow. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding.
No, seriously, do you set it so that you're going to get the whites of the eyes, or is this because it's all grayscale, the eyes are going to be gray too?
If you just adjust the contrast in general, from what I've seen, it does everything that needs to be done by itself.
All right, good. And you like orange text? You say that?
I do.
That
stand
shows
by
up
it.
well. Yeah. Got an orange text bias. Must have got two of those.
Pumpkin.
All right, another one of these. This is when we were saying goodbye.
I really like that picture of you and the
Yeah,
sincerity.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was going to say.
You know, again, we could easily move the text down off the faces and put it
Yeah.
here, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe put it in one of the corners, and just play around with it.
Yeah.
It looks like one frame of a movie.
Yes.
Is it? Off the
I'm
video?
not sure. It might be.
It looks like one frame. It looks
Yeah.
like frame grab, like from a movie. So I
Yeah,
really
it
like
might
the
be.
choice of the picture.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about if this is easy to read with the way they made it stylistic, which is fun to do sometimes, and that's cool to make it
Phone
stylish.
just went off for a second. My video went off. So one free tip is to make the text clearer to read, just easier to read.
You could do that easily, just remove the border effect or something.
Yeah.
What
Remove the border,
Another thing I actually like
or
about
make
this,
the border darker so it's not
Yeah.
all shades of pink.
I just noticed, I think this is the first time we've seen where they actually use quotation marks around the quote.
Do you like the quotation
I do.
marks?
I mean, I'm kind of more formal about things that are typed or written out.
Yeah.
They have more permanence than a spoken word.
Yeah.
So I personally believe it's more important to be as correct as possible. So I like it.
Yeah. I'm glad they're getting to see you also, since they're going to be working with you
Hi,
on
guys.
videos. Yep. All right. So next one. That one we've had before. Let's go to we've had that one before. Oh wait,
I don't think
we didn't talk about this one. We looked at it, but we didn't talk about it.
So this, out of
Yeah. Yeah. All right. James has got KK here.
We have the real expert here on
yeah.
pictures and
How much she
videos.
likes.
She's been in millions of them.
So what we were talking about earlier on this one is that it really does look nice and clean, like a movie poster. In fact, I'm almost certain this has got to be a clip from a movie poster or something similar. But you've got your nice, let's the word. It's not script. It's a pretty formal looking text. It's down at the bottom, but it's still obvious that's the main goal of this shot is the quote itself. And I think that this picture goes along with it really great because it looks like this guy's like some kind of movie superhero or something, and he's just ready to go do some business and be an action leader. Yeah.
He's an action leader. The only thing is, it would be nice if he's going to lead action, we need
people behind the phone?
Yeah.
Maybe
and it's just so beautiful. We love this movie. Yeah. Hey, that's Alana. She just came by. She's going to be helping with video too. All right. Oh, now I think this one is beautiful. This is one of my favorites. I would make the text
a little
bigger,
bolder, maybe,
so you can see it more.
This is one of my favorites too, actually. A lot of people are into space, so our skyline shots, they typically tend to be pretty popular to the masses, whether it be a city skyline or a starry night skyline. It's got glow on the horizon.
Happy birthday, dear
Wild Bill.
Happy birthday to you.
He better get a rockfish cake or something.
Space
And I really like the glow over the horizon, either indicating sunrise or sunset. And it's just a really pleasing to the eye, very pleasing to the eye in general.
It also makes you think. It's like you're out looking at the sunset, thinking deep thoughts.
Yeah.
I like that one.
He and I connected.
All right, next one.
My first time here.
On.
Try out whatever.
This one, I'm immediately going to say it looks really professional. This looks like something you might see in a newspaper.
And all of a sudden, he and I just locked eyes. We had a connection ever since the first one. Amazing guy. Oh yeah.
It's the lines, top and bottom, that really make me feel like.
Would you like it better if the line was matching a little bit more?
I like it the way it is.
Yeah. Okay.
How the name is below it and small.
What a character.
Obviously, I'm a fan of that.
Everybody's always
And I like how the actual picture itself is really kind of faded out.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like a picture you can took.
Yeah.
It really helps you focus on the text.
Yeah.
I don't
Awesome.
think I would do anything different.
You know what I would do is get the rest of the quotes.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, you didn't say the quote, so yeah. But you know, this is just a first draft. They get to go back. Whoever wins this.
Okay.
Now, I like this one. This one really stands out. That's what I like about it. This one would show up anywhere.
Yeah. And again, you're back to only 3 colors. Very simplistic.
Yeah.
Really makes you focus on the quote. Maybe think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe you wonder, who is that person that only looks like a silhouette? Who are the action leaders?
And you know what? I would love for it to be a female figure.
Yes.
Since I'm a female, and we need females leading action too.
Absolutely. Maybe make people think outside the box. Kind of look past your ingrown perspectives.
Yeah, because
And I've always been a fan of the typewriter font.
I
Yeah, I
like
like
the
that a
typewriter
lot.
font too.
It's a great choice for font.
Yeah, it's like basic.
I like the mysteriousness of it.
Yeah.
Picture somehow. Like, who is going to be the next thought leader?
Yeah.
That's what that says. This can be you.
Yeah.
And it could be a female or a male. It could be both.
You can have a male and a female.
Have both. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's all about.
Oh yeah, you could have a male
There's
and
multiple
female.
leaders. That's the whole point. We need multiple
Right.
leaders, not just
We
one.
sure do. All right, now this one really
I think she's
shows
hungry.
up, doesn't it?
It is her
Really
dinner
does show
time.
up. It's like kind of like the previous one that was white and then had the black and white picture of you.
Yeah.
What?
I love when they are putting the text in front of a solid background. And in this part, what's really cool about this one is the quote-unquote solid part of the background
Yeah.
is actually part of the picture.
Right.
That just happens to be in shade. So it blends seamlessly, really.
Yeah, it really does. And the white around here really
Yes.
makes that white
Yes.
pop.
And you've got another sky shot
Yeah.
with a couple bikes in front of it, and either sunrise or sunset.
And bikes indicate action, movement,
And
like action.
like you pointed out earlier, the whole quote's not in here. But that's an easy switch.
What if they put it up here? The world doesn't need more thought leaders. What we need now is more action leaders.